The Ellie and Carrington Show is brought to you by Palm Tree Books, located in Tampa, Florida. Palm Tree accepts manuscript submissions directly from authors and literary agents, in addition to offering non-exclusive contracts and generous royalties on a quarterly basis. Visit the Palm Tree Books website at palmtreebooks.wordpress.com for more information. Palm Tree Books, where published authors are paid, not paying to get published. And good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the Ellen Carrington Show. For those who missed it, November 17th was National Unfriend Day, which gave me the idea for today's topic of top reasons people delete someone from their social media pages. Got some great responses, a few I never considered. So, on that note, we'll get started with an article from CNN.com that lists the 5 types of people we should unfriend. Most of you are probably familiar with, if not all these types, maybe some, but I'm going to go down this little list anyway, so here we are. Okay, 3rd grade classmates. Here we go. Sure, it's sort of fun to get a friend request from someone you bunked with at summer camp or chased around the playground at recess. You look into their photo, judge them on what they're up to now, and conjure up a distant memory or two. But then, nothing. Unless you live in the same city and have lots in common, wow, I love Renaissance fairs too, chances are your rekindled quote-unquote friendship will never go anywhere. Put it out of its misery. Overshares, and boy is this common on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Waffles for breakfast. I'm so sick of my morning commute. Here's the 11th slideshow this week of my kid. So cute! Some people share so much that their posts become social white noise, like radio commercials. Worse, their posts take over our feeds like kudzu and crowd out news from friends you actually want to hear from. Lose them. That friend of Ricardo's you met 2 years ago at that party. You talked about football or Madman or something. He seemed fun. Hey, friend me and I'll friend you back. Have you spoken since? No. Exes. Here we go, guys or ladies or whoever this may pertain to. Unless you truly have become pals, why are you friends with your ex on social media? To alleviate guilt? To show how grown up you are? To access their profile and think catty thoughts like, ooh, he's gained weight. Bad reasons, all. Stop. Those irritatingly fabulous couples, and boy do we get quite a few of these ones. Yes, we all tend to post stuff that makes us look good. But then there are friends whose Facebook personas are something like out of an infomercial. Look at their fabulous lifestyle, the architectural digest home, their honor roll children, their impressive 10K results, their great or their amazing meal at that hot new restaurant, their vacations to Bali and Tuscany. No bad news, ever. And every picture of them looks practically photoshopped. Kimmel has a message for these people. Quote, you tag people you claim to love in unflattering photos where they look terrible, he says. But, you know who doesn't look terrible in those photos? You. Never you. Too many photos of your food, your body, your vacation, your feet on vacation, he adds. You've been warned. You won't hear from me again until your birthday. Which is true in many cases, by the way, folks. No. But another fascinating article I found is from daily.com, and what this discusses are 6 important questions we should ask ourselves on National Unfriend Day. Now, while this year's on National Friend Day has been passed, 2 days in fact, this should give you a head start for next year. Check this out. I'll give you some idea about this. The first question, do you dislike them? If you go to that person's profile and your initial reaction is unbridled rage, eye scratching, and general vomit attack, all stemming from a feeling you can't pinpoint, it's time to unfriend them. 2, are they an ex-boyfriend/girlfriend of yours? That's a deal breaker. Sure, going through their photo albums and calling every picture slutty and fat may be therapeutic at first, but in the future, it's not going to help get over them. While you're at it, dump their family members too. You never liked them anyway. 3, when's the last time you saw them? I'll give you this one a 2-year limit. But beyond that, you're just filling your brain with mindless life updates. Spotify, song playlists, and Words with Friends games posts from a person that you don't even interact with. Yeah. 4, is it a pet? Sorry, dog, or whatever. But as much as I want to slap the SHIT out of your cuteness, this is not a meaningful Facebook friendship. What service are you providing me by posting your poop updates? A, I'm too busy tracking mine. B, you shouldn't even be on Facebook, dog. Also, delete this pet owner's profile from your list. You don't need to deal with this person's thirst for attention for a pet that's going to die soon. Woof. 5, have they tagged you in Facebook shoe spam? Take a walk, right guys? Your friend's profile has been hijacked by some street fresh spammers that are looking to make a shekel. If your stupid friend can keep his or her stupid password safe, how will you ever trust them with a secret? 6, are they a fan of Applebee's? Delete them immediately. They should know that Ruby Tuesday rules the salad bar in the casual dining sector. Also, hi, limited fries at select locations, so bye. Have a safe unfriending Shabbos. I'm going to put the links up to those 2 pages at the end of today's show, by the way, as I always do. Now, I've saved the best part for last. Now, this is feedback from actual social media users on the types of posts that make them friend or unfollow someone. And I compiled the top 10 reasons below. So, take a listen and see if any of these sound familiar. Number 10. Racist or insensitive comments, negativity, and stalkerish behavior. I mean, if you don't like somebody, what the hell are you doing on their page? I mean, why do you have to overanalyze everything they do? You know, get a life, get a job, go volunteer somewhere. Go stalk your own page. Leave these people alone. You don't like them, stay away from them. That's what I do. And racist comments, I'm sorry, that has no reason to be anywhere. I mean, it's disgusting. And I see it so much on Facebook. And, I see stuff like that on my page. Guess what? Bye. It's not happening. Number 9. People who criticize or belittle posts. And this one is especially an irritant of mine. Telling users what they should or should not post on their own pages. Now, I had a couple of incidents about this. There's a thing, there are certain things in life that touch me. And I have some certain beliefs, which I don't shove down people's throats, by the way, because they have their beliefs, I have mine, and I respect that. But in this case, I don't quite remember what the post was now, but it wasn't anything like gory or disgusting or anything like that. And I got this comment that, you really shouldn't post that on your page because it's a quote-unquote offensive. Well, you know what? I'm an independent thinking woman. You either like what's on my page or you move on. If you find something quote-unquote offensive, God forbid, don't look at it or delete me. Because this is my page. You're not going to tell me what to do on my page. Don't like it? Too bad. Either leave or adjust. So much for that. Moving on, number 8, friends/followers always fishing for compliments. Come on, people, it's not cute. No, it's not cute. Well, for teenagers and kids, it's barely cute. But, if you're a grown man, grown woman still doing that, it's not cute. Number 7, people on your friends list or followers who never comment, like, or retweet your posts. Then again, there goes, they're either stalking your page or lurking, they're trying to find something or a picture to swipe or going through, whatever. This is very important. You have people like this, you either delete them or, you hide all like the super, super, super personal stuff like your phone number because you don't know. There are a lot of weirdos on social media, so be careful with that. They never comment or like anything. That's kind of raises a red flag. It's time to get rid of them. Number 6, friends/followers over-promoting their work. And believe me, I've had a couple people do this to the point where it got totally irritating enough for me to block them. They promote their work, be it art, music, books, products, or anything else. Hey, if you're selling something, you've created, that's great, And some independent authors have been guilty of this, and I've done it too. I'm not perfect. But you got people just constantly over-promoting the same thing over and over and over every freaking day. And that brings us to number 5. Friends/followers constantly tagging you in either something in which you have no interest, photos you are not in, or again, promoting their products or their work. Now, unless it's something we worked on together or something I'm interested in, I don't mind. Don't tag me to promote whatever you've got out there, Once in a while is okay. But, doing it every day or every week, it gets old. So be careful with that. Otherwise, you're just going to piss people off and they're going to drop you. Number 4. Here we go. And this is really a common problem I see, especially on Facebook. People who overly use social media as platforms for their political or religious beliefs, especially when they are uninformed on topics related to stuff. Now, I was brought up in a household where 2 things weren't discussed openly, and that's religion and politics. So I try to avoid that. But if someone's informed and they got it going on upstairs, and they want to post an opinion about something once in a while, that's fine. But not every other post. Especially when it makes you sound stupid. Sorry, I got to block you. But going on to number 3, and this is also a peeve of mine, excessive requests to like pages, game requests, and invites from those who know you live in another part of the country, or in some cases the world, yet they consistently send invites to events happening in their area. Now, I appreciate y'all thinking about me enough to, invite me to like a page or invite to an event or whatever. But use some common sense here. Once in a while is okay, and if it's in my area or if it's online, hey, that's great. Now I'll try to take a look at it. But I'm in the United States, so common sense will tell you, if you're having an event in Paris or someplace, don't put somebody from the United States on the list unless you're sure they can get there, especially at the last minute. We can't exactly hop a plane to Paris tomorrow morning or whatever. Some can, but the rest of us can't. So, don't go nuts with that stuff, or people are just going to start blocking you. I've already blocked a few people because there was one point I was getting like 10, 15 of these like pages and these event invites and these game requests a day. And then I had to put up a couple notes a couple of times on my page saying, hey, it's a little much. Next person who does it, they're getting blocked. And it usually works. But number 2, here's a goodie. Someone bragging, complaining about their lives on a regular basis or showing graphic photos of abuse, be it children, adults, or animals. Occasional status update is okay, but doing it all the time about a spouse's annoying habits, detailed descriptions of your latest bathroom visit, hourly posts about one's quote-unquote perfect children, for example. It usually pisses off people more than impresses them. As for the pictures of graphic violence mentioned earlier, there's one guarantee to get you blocked from my page, and that's posting that stuff because it's disgusting. And, it does upset some people. I know a lot of people on my friends list, they've complained about that a great deal, and they had to block people for that because it bothered them. And to be honest, there is no appropriate place for posting that kind of material, so think before you post. Now, coming to number one. Any ideas for the number one reason getting unfriended? Here we go. Too many selfies. One or two shots are okay. But really, who needs to show hundreds of pictures of themselves or their kids or their material possessions on every couple hours or on a daily basis? Come on now. Outside of making you appear narcissistic, there's really no reason to post so many pictures of yourself or your kids or whoever. I can say for sure people who do such tend to annoy people more than impress them, and you're going to eventually get the boot. So, slow down on the selfies as much as you can. It's great that you got that nice new iPhone, you want to play with the camera thing. And I'm probably been guilty of it too. My weather pictures and, pictures of my cats and stuff, it probably drives you nuts too. But I try not to post too many of them because I know it's going to piss people off. So that's pretty much the reasons why people unfriend you on Facebook or unfollow you on Twitter or whatever. So be careful that next time, and stay tuned for next year's Unfriend Day. If anybody irritates you in the meantime, just give them the boot. Don't feel bad. It certainly doesn't bother me. I figure somebody else is going to come along and check out the page and give me a follow. So, if you lose some followers or, somebody unfriends you, don't make a tragic thing out of it. Just figure out what you're doing and try to change it a little bit. So, with that, I am going to wrap up today's broadcast. So be sure to tune in to another edition of Alien Carrington Show on December the 10th. I'll be away on the 3rd, so won't be able to do a show next time until that date. But thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day, and all of you, please have a safe and blessed Thanksgiving. Stay warm. I know it's cold in this part of the country and different parts of the country. So put on your sweaters, your socks, turn up the heat. Stay indoors if you don't have to go out, especially those of you in New York. I understand you've got a bad snowstorm up there. But take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Thank you again for listening. Bye-bye.